What if I told you that some of our garden plants came from the garbage? Not the nursery, not a garden center, roadside. Today I'm showing you how we rescue discarded plants and give them a second life in our garden here on Crete. Because sometimes one person's waste is literally our garden upgrade. As you probably know by now, I am a complete sucker for free plants. And this video is about one of the ways we collect them. When we go for a walk, we often see piles of pruning waste along the road, and sometimes people throw away plants that, with a little bit of care, could easily survive. So yes, we usually take a couple of empty bags with us when we head out, just in case. A while back I showed you this aloe vera that we found next to the garbage bins in the village. It had one pup, which I planted in a pot, and the mother plant got a nice sunny spot in the garden. It's doing great. Recently I found another aloe that I will plant next to it today. But first let me show you some other finds. A few weeks ago the weather was beautiful, so we went for a long walk to enjoy the mountains and the sea. And on that walk, jackpot, a huge pile of garden waste. I left the yucca you see there because we still had quite a distance to walk. But here, yuccas are basically stick them in the ground and they grow. Success rate is very high. But there were also several aloes that looked surprisingly decent. I don't know the exact variety. If you do, let me know in the comments. Now a bit further down the road I found 2 pieces of dragonfruit. They didn't look amazing, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity. So those came home with me too. Let's see what we actually have and clean them up a bit. I removed any dead or rotting parts and took a closer look to judge whether they were still viable. Some of them actually have roots already. That definitely increases the chances. Based purely on gut feeling, I decided to plant them in a mix of native clay soil and a bit of potting mix. The potting mix should loosen the soil slightly and add some nutrients. I'm planting 2 or 3 together in one pot. If they survive, I can always split them later. But I'm also realistic, not all rescues will make it. And I don't want to waste too many pots and soil just yet. planted one directly into the ground here. Ever since we moved here, I imagined these stairs with succulents growing along the side. So this feels right. So of course it would be even nicer to skip the whole rescue and recovery phase. So if you live on Crete, preferably in the west, and you're about to throw away some plants, let us know. They are very welcome at our plant shelter. It already looks good, doesn't it? The rest will stay in pots on this wall. It gets plenty of morning sun, and I walk past this wall every single day, so I can easily keep an eye out on them. Now let's see what we can salvage from the dragonfruit. They look dry, so I assume they were lying there for quite a while. And normally you would let the cutting dry before planting, but in this case, I think that step has already happened naturally. The top segment of this one looks promising. Without much experience propagating dragonfruit, I'm guessing that about 20 centimeters per cutting should work best. So I trimmed it down and cleaned the part that will go into the soil. And now we wait. Here's how everything looks after about 6 weeks. None of the aloes has died, which is awesome. And I think I see some new growth. It's subtle, but promising. The dragon fruit, it's a bit less successful. Only one cutting seems to survive, and it wasn't even the one I was most optimistic about. That's funny how that works. I'll give them a few more weeks before transplanting. Fingers crossed. Thanks again for watching. I really hope you enjoy these kinds of plant rescue videos. Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.